plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Let's go to the middle of the Baltimore defense where Brandon Williams holds court. And we often talk about how difficult it is to stop a big-time runner. How about trying to stop a big-time guy in the middle who wreaks havoc both with pass rush and against the run? Brandon Williams went to his first Pro Bowl at the end of the 2018 season.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
17 yards on that play for the Titans. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Mariota gives to Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mariota. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota out to the right to Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different...
That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have 3 first downs and 3 points. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Lamar Jackson set to go here with the Ravens in season number 2, and all the running he did, especially after taking over for Joe Flacco last year late in the season, Charles. Now people are wondering, can he keep that up? They were saying that maybe they're going to dial that down, but head coach John Harbaugh, he's hinted that running the ball with Jackson is going to be a major part of this offense. How do you see this playing out?
Well, 2 examples come to mind. You remember Cam Newton a couple of years ago? His head coach Ron Rivera said they would dial things down. And what did Cam say? Yeah, but a lion's got to roar. It also reminds me of when Michael Vick first hit the league, that he was trying to become a better pocket passer. And oftentimes his head coach would say, yeah, but if it's open, just go, Michael, just go. So it'll be a line, right? It'll be a delicate balance of what they try and figure out and how they're going to do it with Lamar Jackson. But bottom line is you can't let those legs go. Those legs can be valuable for the Ravens.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. They stopped after only a yard.
Tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake, he's the one. Who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. There's Jackson on 3rd and long, dancing to his left. He's going to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. It's now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. The big fella. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Extra point try now for Suckup. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 17-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring... Up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. As the Titans take the field here, Charles, wanted to discuss their QB situation. Is this a do-or-die year for Marcus Mariota under center?
People want to downplay that, but the bottom line is that it is, because it's the 5th year for him. And remember, he came into the league as the number 2 overall pick behind the number 1 pick, Jameis Winston, and both of them are in similar situations with their teams, Jameis and Tampa Bay. Marcus Mariota needs to stay healthy and play to the level that's expected. I believe if he does that, things will work out quite well for Tennessee. But last year, battled a number of nagging injuries, made it difficult. They went 9-7 and missed the playoffs by 1 game. But if he's healthy and available for 16, look for the Marcus Mariota they drafted 5 seasons ago.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a...
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to do well. Don't worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS another loss. GPS another loss. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door. They taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door. They taking notice.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No ball, but ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the runner-up and Rookie of the Year balloting Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns as they match up with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo's.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Never had the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you were. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Felt the risk, I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 5'9". 56. Army.
Brees now on first down. And a diving grab grab. I think he got that. Yes. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Michael Thomas, who turned 26 in March, now the league's highest paid wideout, signing a 5-year, $100 million extension in late July that will run through 2024.
He's the highest paid non-quarterback ever, though we know as far as these things go, that could change quickly in the league, but still a huge contract for him and deserved. 125 catches last year, led the NFL, 5th highest total in league history. Not bad for a guy that when he played Little League football, he's one of the guys that, you know, the coach said, okay, who hasn't played yet? Because everyone has to play a minimum number of plays. That's what he was doing when he was in Little League football.
Now Breeze lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory.
I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 26.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Don't get nervous.
Jackson with a grab over the middle. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield.
Too far, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Out to the left here to Reed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Don't say nothing.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. 30, 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 14-3 ball game. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction.
29. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Buying time, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving that.
And he's going to go down again. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Breeze, the catch made over the middle by...
Really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
A gain of 12. First down, Saints.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Check back 47. Let's go, defense.
Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. Touchdown, Washington! Josh Doctson 63 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a few.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Watch the safety creep. Check 3, check 3.
Haskins will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection.
The sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
To Thompson on the screen. And he's got some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple, and they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing.
One more time, didn't work there. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He don't want it.
3rd down, here's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
Marcus Sherrill's on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as...
Now Breeze lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go,
At the 22-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the scramble and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Breeze now to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good old scheme going.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Breeze now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 38, Breeze. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence
brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Kamara. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Draw play, Washington. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good match.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Zach Line there to make the grab. And the Saints have retaken the lead. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield.
You're playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, it's all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Redskins scoop it.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A deep ball for Dotson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Josh Dotson. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Second down pass play, got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
2 yards on the play.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Breeze caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Says, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a run with Geis. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Breeze. Now he'll escape to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is fourth down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
He'll look to throw, and he finds Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.